Does the Dexter cast actually match the original book? Today, we're using AI to compare the book descriptions of the main cast side by side with their TV counterparts to see who changed the most. Let's start with Dexter Morgan. On TV, Michael C. Hall gave us an iconic look: brown hair, an everyday guy build, and a wardrobe that mostly consisted of his famous dull green Henley shirt. He looked completely normal. But in the books, Dexter stands out a bit more. He's described as having rust-colored or red hair and ocean blue eyes. He's lean, physically fit, and favors light, airy, Florida-style linens. Let's see what the TV show might have looked like if Dexter was book accurate. The physical contrast is striking, especially with that vibrant red hair, but the biggest shift is internal. While the show treats the dark passenger as a metaphor for his urges, the books describe it as a literal, supernatural entity that lives inside him. Next up is Sergeant Doakes. On screen, Eric King played him with an incredibly intimidating presence. In the books, the core of his look is similar: an African-American man who is bald with a mustache, brown eyes, and a highly muscular build despite being only 5'8". He typically wears polo shirts with shoulder holsters and has an intense, hardened stare from his time in the Special Forces. Here's how Doakes might have appeared on screen. The book version is significantly more muscular and physically imposing, but the changes don't stop there. In the books, his name is actually Albert, and he survives well past Season 2, facing a much darker, more permanent fate than his sudden exit in the series. Moving on to the lab's lead forensic investigator, Masuka. On TV, C.S. Lee gave us a bald, clean-shaven guy who served as the comedic relief. The book lines up pretty well visually. He's a man of Japanese descent, short with a slightly muscular build, bald by choice, and wears a distinct smirk and has an unfinished dragon tattoo on his back. Let's see what this might have looked like on TV. While his physical appearance is similar, the real contrast is in his dynamic with Dexter. In the books, Dexter views Masuka as a kindred spirit, someone else who wears a mask to blend in. On TV, that connection is missing, and he's simply a regular colleague. Now for Dexter's sister, Debra Morgan. Jennifer Carpenter played her on TV with a very skinny frame, brown hair, and a highly stressed-out demeanor. The book describes Debra as a tough, sharp-tongued, athletic tomboy. She has dark hair, a slender but athletic physique, and is a dedicated police officer. Here is a glimpse of how Debra might have looked if she stayed true to the novels. The AI version is less frail with much darker hair. The most significant shift from the book is her knowledge of Dexter's secret life. In the novels, Debra discovers Dexter's secret life early on and actually accepts it. On TV, that reveal is a traumatic event much later in the series. Plus, the book version of Debra remains alive through the very end. Finally, the heart of the Homicide Division, Angel Batista. David Zayas nailed the TV role, giving us a recognizable detective with his signature fedora and goatee. The book version is fairly similar visually. He's a Latino man in his 30s with black hair, brown eyes, a goatee, and a white fedora with a black band. He's also known for wearing 1970s-style shorts on the job. Let's see what AI generation reveals for a book-accurate version of Detective Batista. The AI captures a younger look for the character, and you'll notice his signature fedora has changed to a bright white. But the biggest shift is his overall role. The TV show transformed Batista into a fully realized main character with significant emotional depth. while in the novels, he remains a minor figure in the background. Which character do you think the TV show got most right, and what book should we cover next? Let me know in the comments, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video.